Cosmic blessings, everyone. This is Jeremy. In this video, I'm going to be doing a Reiki book recommendation. I'm just going to go through the books that I have, and because I received a comment on my recent video before this from Mark Kennedy, he wants me to make a video of the Reiki books that I have, and I'm guessing he also wants to know some Reiki book recommendations, and he's getting into chakra and healing work, which is really cool because I believe we should all learn like energy healing because we're coming to that day of age. Well, not day of age, but that we're coming to a time and age where people are beginning to embrace energetic healing, vibrational healing, and they're using that in hospitals now, which is pretty cool. Um, I'm just I have one, two, three, four, five books, but I actually had a sixth book, which I'm gonna talk about briefly. The first book is forgot. Oh, sorry. Reiki for Beginners by David Venables. That was actually my first book on Reiki. What I like about it, is David Venables didn't just go straight through what Reiki is, and he gave a background information of how he came to Reiki, and the story was amazing how he revived some dead flowers through therapeutic touch or by channeling Reiki energy to it. I really like that book. I got that book 2 years ago after taking the horrible SAT test, and it really kickstarted my interest in Reiki. And I noticed a lot of Reiki books are really the same. It's just it has that different, um, just different voices of what each author has on Reiki. I noticed a lot of them covers, the chakras, um, scanning the body, brushing out the body, um, Reiki affirmations, and hand positions for treating others and for yourself, and how to do distance healing and all that. And it does cover a lot of materials that you would find in a Reiki class, but in order to do Reiki is, I feel, because I practice traditional Reiki, I try to keep it original without branching out everywhere because I really want to practice Reiki at its roots. And if I'm called to add some different elements to my healing work, um, because I really value the traditional art of Reiki. And you go through a training with the master, and then you receive the attunement to level one, which unlocks Reiki to you, so you're allowed to channel Reiki energy and to use the symbols. Um, I'm going to go through each book that I have. Some books I do not recommend, some books I do recommend. What should I start with? Okay, one of the very popular books out there on Reiki is um, Essential Reiki, A Complete Guide to an Ancient Healing Art by Diane Stein. A lot of some the masters, Reiki masters, I think from the Reiki Alliance, were pretty upset of Diane Stein of releasing the symbols because the symbols supposed to be sacred. And even though the symbols are out there on the internet, people just post pictures of it, and um, like the symbols are just out there. And my master told me when we were learning about each symbol, it said that the some feel that we should keep this symbol sacred and follow your guidance of how you want to share the symbols um, to others. If you don't want to share it, then don't share it. If you want to do, then do. But the only time you could use the symbol is that you've been attuned to that symbol, you've been initiated to Reiki. And if you uphold that value and that tradition, like me and others that I may have known. So again, she does cover a lot of information. And I read her background story. She was pretty badass. I didn't feel like she did value Reiki a lot. Um, but I felt like she felt that what she was doing was right because she didn't want this ancient healing art to just be secret or to be kept by certain others. Um, Even though free information is already out there, what she did is that she sort of like forced her friends, one of her friends that practiced Reiki, gave to give her an attunement, so it allowed her to channel Reiki energy. And once she began doing Reiki free attunements to like local events, so she would tune like hundreds of people without because some of Reiki masters and practitioners feels that people should value the art, like putting a price on it. Um, that's personal preference, but for me, because I really value the art, I do feel like if I were to talk about the material to someone, if I were to be a Reiki master, then I expect something in return. It's that whole exchange of energy instead of like giving out like free information, like something that I valued that I believe should be valued. So this is actually a good book, to be honest, even though the symbols are out there. I've been already exposed to them, and I don't want to be a hypocrite because I already seen the symbols, and you're probably going to see the symbols anyways. Anyone could see the symbols, but you have to be again attuned to um, Reiki through the attunement, the ceremony initiation. And this is actually a really good book. Next is Reiki for Life by Penelope Quest. Penelope Quest has written a few books on the topic of Reiki, and this is a complete guide to the Reiki practice for level 1, 2, and 3. So it just covers topics that you may come across um, in your Reiki practice, and it just gives you good information. Um, it's one of those 300-page books, so it's going to take you a while to read it unless you are, if anyone, it's a really fast reader. And again, hand positions and all that. But what's cool about this book is that it doesn't show the symbols. Um, because I think Penelope Quest, like, it's one of those people that would keep the symbols sacred or secret unless only to reveal them during a Reiki class. So this one's a good book. If you from anything from Penelope Quest, Reiki for Life is my favorite from her. Um, Magic of Reiki. I don't really like this book to be honest. This one is from Christopher Penzak. He is a Wiccan author and a Reiki master. But I guess if people are who like I only go to his books for the topics of witchcraft. But for Reiki, no. Sorry, Christopher. um, Next is the Reiki Manual. Again, this is from Penelope Quest, the author of Reiki Live, which I showed you with Kathy Roberts. This is a real, like, I call this like a Reiki textbook. It's a training guide for students, practitioners, and masters. And it helps you get started, like, to be prepared for the attunement, just like preparations and material you'll come across when learning in a Reiki class. Um, I would say from Penelope Quest, this is like a Reiki textbook. Next and finally is the Reiki Bible by Eleanor Mackenzie. And I love the Bible series because, you know why? It's so illustrated and it has exercises, and I like this book because it's so simple. I don't have to kind of like read like so many pages just for one topic. Um, the Reiki Bibles always go straight to the point, and And this is one of the books I really highly recommend. And since Mark, you said you were interested in chakras and all that, this book goes over the body, the energy and body system. So the chakras, the meridians, the functions of the chakras. And what I also like about this book, it gives Reiki treatments for ailments like sunburns. And this is pretty visual. I really like this book. If anybody is a visual learner, then I recommend this book. And so yeah, that's my Reiki book recommendation, and I'll see you guys next time. And as always, namaste. Bye.